Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man, giving you the truth. And I want to talk a little bit about these red pill relationship guys on YouTube. And yes, I do watch them. And yes, I do agree with a lot of what's said. Yes, I do. But do I think these guys will never get married like they say? Do I think these guys... I think, as the saying goes, I think some of them are blowing smoke up your butt. Because just like, remember how, like maybe early 2000s, how everybody was talking about the Illuminati stuff, and then how at certain points everybody was talking about the Bible, and the genre changes probably every 5 years or so. Right now is the High Value Man talking point from Kevin Samuels. It's the free agent lifestyle, Coach Greg Adams, who's one of the ones that I really find to be very intelligent, and I like listening to him. Then you have Ringo for Life, who basically is one of the pioneers of YouTube, which basically helped YouTube get to where really YouTube should really be understanding that he's one of the guys that helped them get where they are today, because he's one of the guys that led people to want to watch YouTube. Then you have Anthony Spade, Darius M., Black Ram 313, and you got these fresh and fit guys. Oh, one of them admitted that he was an agent, which, if you know anything about agents, you should know. And then, it went through his pro-black phase on YouTube. The phases. Right now, like I said, it's the red pill. And it's some of the guys I mentioned. Then you have, I know I'm forgetting a lot of them. Those are some of the main ones. You have the Book of Alpharonomy. It's pretty good. It's a lot of them. But what's the point I'm making? Is that me personally, I'm going to keep watching. But I believe that this is it shouldn't be, because what they're saying is the truth, and this is truth that you should apply to your lives from now on. But I believe for most of these guys, they're basically riding this wave, and then when they can't get paid from it no more, just like those preachers, remember all the mega church preachers, and just like the pro-black people, like where's Irritated Genie at now? And who's another person who was a special agent. But real good information, I'm telling you. Real good information. Then you have Omar Johnson, who, when the pro-black phase was going on, which is they trying to bring it back. It's a waste of time. Stop wasting your time with that. We'll never have unity amongst blacks. And you will never be able to change white people's mind. Why do you even care what they think? But yeah, this red pill stuff, man, even though it's true, and even though I already knew this stuff, I knew this stuff at 22, but you get away from it because you be hoping, like he calls it, like Coach Greg calls it, the hope strategy. And a lot of women, are you just listening to them? Here's what I got to say to these women. If you got a problem with it, then be different. Make sure it don't apply to you. Make sure you're not setting nobody up for the okie doke. Make sure you're not with somebody you don't even want to be with. Because that's when these things happen. That's when, again, Coach Greg, bait and switch, marriage will. That's when these things happen, when these women don't want to go against the grain. They make these guys, which a lot of them, like I say, people are listening to them for a reason. They're listening to them because they're seeing what they're saying play out with their girlfriend, their wives, their sisters, their cousins, their mothers. They're seeing it play out. See, people want to say, oh, who hurt you? Or people want to say, man, don't listen to those guys. They don't know what they're talking about. Until you in family court being broke off. And see, if a lot of us are honest with ourselves, this stuff in some of our relationships been there. Been there. You remember those emails you saw? Oh, yeah. Been there. You remember those text messages you saw? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Been there. Remember she's caught that guy, her work husband? Been there. Remember she fronted you off in front of her family? Remember she was talking to those guys on the phone in your face? Remember you came back in the club or bar and she practically hemmed up with some guy? See, this stuff been here. And what we got to realize is that let these guys ride the wave and let them go through and get compensated very well for this phase. And I hope all of them, I hope every single one of them get compensated very well for waking these guys up. I do. Because like I said, until these women want to be genuine and tell the truth about their activity, tell the truth about what their intentions are, why even bother? Why bother with them? You wasting time. You wasting your life away. Because when you get old and you in pain, some of you, and you can't work and you don't wasted all your years with this broad. You don't wasted all your years with, man, some of y'all need to, like what Tom Leykis say, DTB. Shout out to Tom Leykis and Coach Greg. And that's another one. Tom Leykis need to get back on their heels too. Hopefully he ain't caking. Being captain save a lady. But let them ride this wave and let them keep putting this information out. And I'm going to keep watching, and you should keep watching too, because until these women can consistently, for the rest of their lives practically, be the total opposite of what these guys saying, they need to be by themselves with their cats, with their dogs, or getting ran through. They weren't wasting over. They wasting good guys. They need to get ran through, and they need to get dissed just for even thinking that they could do better than their husband. If your husband ain't beating on you, if your husband ain't cheating on you, but yet you have no sexual desire to him, yet you getting up close and personal with people online and people at your job and wherever else, you deserve to get ran through. And then what's crazy about some of these chicks, do they not understand what's finna happen in the world? They think these little cleanup guys gonna really care about them and gonna protect them for what's to come in the world. There's a reason why these guys became cleanup guys, because maybe some guys just bad guys, like they just don't know how to treat women. But some of those bad guys are liars. they get what they got coming. But yeah, I think a lot of these guys, they never really was red pill guys. They just blowing smoke up your butt. Some of them, some of them might swing on the same side as them. Then others might, they just trying to get paid, and then they're going to go right back and they're going to find them a wife. But the information, like he said in the Bible, do as they say, but don't do as they do. These guys talking about dating and red pill stuff, is really do as they say, don't do as they do if they go back on what they've been saying. Because me personally, I told him like this. I said, yes, marriage is the way that you will want to go. I said, but if you can't find a good woman, if you can't find wife material, I said, don't think God is going to send you to hell for an act of sex or whatever. That's what these women and these little simp boxhead preachers want you to think. Because they want to control you along with your wife and along with your girl. I can't be controlled, man. I can't be controlled. I'm with the Most High. The Most High don't even try to control me. Can't nobody control me. If you try, you're going to think I'm an a-hole. Because I can't be controlled. But yeah, just like I say, do as they say. Don't do as they do. Because me personally, I think some of them, I ain't gonna name which ones I think. Me personally, I think practically all of them gonna end up married. That's what I think. But I think some of them are more genuine than others. I think some of them just riding this out. Maybe about 5 years down the line, when this message gets unpopular, a couple of those guys are going to be living with women and or married. So like he said about, like the Messiah said about the Pharisees, do as they say, but don't do as they do. Do as they say, but don't do as they do. Because it's one in particular right now that I'm not going to mention his name because I don't have nothing against him. We had a little, to me, it just seemed like he became a little disrespectful. I think I know why. I think another content creator, when I mentioned his content and told him, hey, go check out this, I think he went back and told him like a little girl, which he shouldn't have did, because I still basically watched the guy, and I hope he wouldn't do nothing weak like that. But if he did, that's more proving my point that you do as they say, but don't do as they do. When they start acting contrary, it's for you to continue on and get out of that matrix. The matrix of dating, the falseness of the American dream, which is marriage, picket fence, home ownership. None of that stuff is gonna make you happy. None of that stuff. In fact, most of that stuff is gonna bring more trouble than good. If you're not in the right house, if you're not with the right woman, But yeah, I told you I'll be making videos when I can. And again, be careful with the red pill content and be careful with these creators, especially the ones who you sending them your money. They can't even shout you out. They can't even give your channel a thumbs up or seal of approval by telling their subscribers to go subscribe to yours. Because when they don't do that, they prove that this is about competition and they don't want you to be their competition. So thanks for watching and keep tuning in for more videos. This is The Truth Man. The channel is no matrix, no simping, all subjects channel.